Napoleon Hill spent his entire life in quest to understand how to move from a desire to reality. And he studied people like Thomas Edison, people like Andrew Carnegie in person to understand how did they move from this seed of an idea to these living, breathing empires. And all of his subject has one commonality. They all came from very modest background. They didn't have any particular financial or intellectual edge, but they all achieved these gigantic desires. And in his book called Think and Grow and Rich, he come up with this very step-by-step, common sense, logical process of how to move from a desire to reality. And the funny thing is, we are all doing it anyway. It's just that we are doing it in a very haphazard way. And he brings much more clarity and precision to the same process. First step of the process is to have a very clear, specific desire. Not a hope, not a wish, but keen, pulsating desire. To give you a concrete example, let me just take one of my desire at this point of time. Before December 2017, by genuinely providing clarity, perspective and infrastructure to people who wants to grow, I want to make 5 lakh rupees per month. By December 2017, by genuinely providing clarity, perspective and infrastructure to people who wants to grow, I want to make 5 lakh rupees per month. If you notice, this is a very specific desire and it has a clear time frame. What having a clear time frame does is it kills the procrastination and it keeps you accountable. Now the second question is, why 5 lakh rupees per month in a period of a year rather than 50 lakh rupees per month from the next month? This is where the second step comes. Faith. Your minds need to be able to believe that it is attainable. When I say 50 lakh rupees per month from the next month, hardly 5% of my minds believes it. But when I say 5 lakh rupees per month over a year, 80% of my minds believes it. Now the question is, what to do with this 20% of skepticism? This is where he recommends the third step, auto-suggestion. And he went into the great deal of science and reasoning behind how exactly it works. But the main point is, if we keep affirming and keep repeating something to ourselves, slowly our skepticism starts to turn into belief, and our belief starts to turn into absolute faith. So far we have a very clear, specific, time-bounded desire with certain degree of faith that we can achieve it, and we are cementing the rest of the faith without suggestion. Fourth step is specialized knowledge. To turn your desire into reality, you need to have a specialized knowledge relevant to that desire. Now you don't have to have all the specialized knowledge. You can ally with other people, you can partner with other people and bring their specialized knowledge by offering them what they need. But you do need to have a specialized knowledge relevant to your desire. In my case, my years of experience in meditation and traveling and reading hundreds of books and constantly experimenting with my own life qualify as a specialized knowledge. And when we have a very clear and specific desire and relevant specialized knowledge, our mind starts to link these two and come up with these practical plans. This is what he refers as a fifth step, imagination. And it does it by two ways. Either by connecting the data that we already have inside our head, something that he refers as a synthetic imagination, or it gives us inspiration and hunches, which is something that he refers as a creative imagination. But the point is, if we are focused on our desire and increasing our specialized knowledge, we can rely on this faculty of our mind to come up with these practical plans. And sixth and final step for this video is organized planning. So the data we are receiving from our imagination is not in very chronological or polished order. It is actually very raw and scattered. What we have to do is, using our intellectual faculty, we need to refine it and start implementing it. And based on the data, we need to keep refining it and keep implementing it until we get it right. These were the 6 steps on how to move from your desire to reality by Napoleon Hill, who spent a great deal of time understanding this subject. I hope this was helpful in some way for you, and thank you very much for watching.